Hey, I'm Faye. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. And this is Figure It Out with Faye, where right now I'm just trying to figure out my finances. And today's video is going to be my bi-weekly budget. And this is going to be for the date of May 31st. Sorry, don't mind the sound of my printer in the background. I'm just printing out the new bill trackers for the start of June. So I'll do another video on how I set up all of my sheets for the month. This budget is going to look a little bit different. There's some new expenses and some other old expenses that we will be taking off of our sheet. And that printer should be done any moment now, so bear with me, sorry. So my paycheck is $25.03. And I have mileage, which is $5. 250. So we have a total of $2,508. So cash envelope / wallet. Grocery and house is getting $200. Gas is getting $60. Spending is getting nothing, and outings is getting $20, for a total of $280. Next, for bills and expenses, GM is no more. That has been completely paid off. I did take out the new loan for the new car. It is going to be through a different company, and I believe the interest rate is a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was about 12% when they originally quoted me at about 16.5. When I went in and signed the paperwork a couple days ago, it was actually at like 9.5%. So I'll take it. That sounds great to me compared to what I was originally quoted at. So very excited about that. Car insurance and phone. So I did have to switch over. I put the new car on my car insurance, and actually my insurance went down when I transferred the lease off and the new car on. So that went down a fair amount, but I did end up adding on the bumper to bumper package on the car. I know a lot of people say don't do that. However, given the history of the cars and how much I drive for work, I have used this bumper to bumper package more than anyone probably should. I've had to replace windshields. I leased an Equinox one time where during the 3 years that I had it, I had to replace all 4 tires twice, and 2 of the rims, which is not covered by insurance or warranty. So I'm glad that I did buy that extra package out. I also had to replace the windshield on that car. I just replaced the windshield on the one that I just turned in. So I actually use it for the glass and tire coverage, because that is not covered by the warranty or my insurance. So plus it's like, I think it's $12 extra a month, and the drop in the car insurance more than covers that. So I'm okay with that, if it's one less thing that I need to worry about for the next couple of years. So I am putting 100 towards phone and insurance just to cover those. Canva is getting 13. Cricut is getting 10. Audible gets 16, and Kindle Unlimited gets 0. $139. Now here's where we're going to see a few things that are a little bit different. We're not doing savings challenges. I would like to go back to doing savings challenges just because I personally just enjoy playing the games. I'm not big on gambling or like lottery tickets, but I like the scratch off portion of the lottery tickets. So doing the scratch off savings challenges kind of like scratches that itch for me, without wasting my money, because I've played a few times before. I'm like, I never win. Maybe if I'm lucky, I'll get my money back, but I've never won anything substantial. So Apple Cloud gets 3. Now here's the difference. Rent. So we are in a little bit of a financial shift with my husband. So I will be covering rent this month, which was $300. He helped me out with the car loan and getting my credit up. So he gave me a little bit of extra money because I didn't have it on time to pay off a loan. So now I'm just covering rent for a little while, because he is also looking at a career change. So I wanted to make sure that if the need arises, like I could still budget to cover our other expenses. So his only other expenses, because we paid off all of his student loans and his car, we have the rent, car insurance, phone. Those are his only bills, I believe. Yes, those are his only bills, other than groceries and gas. And he works from home, so he doesn't really drive that much. So that's going to be $303. Back up to the top. High priority. We're gonna have Christmas, we're giving 20. Car expenses is getting 20 now that we don't have to save up for tires. Vacation and fun, I'm going to give 20 because I got 2 trips coming up. I wouldn't really call them vacation or fun, but it's a trip that, needs to be planned for. Month ahead, I'm going to give 50. Rainy day got 20, and the emergency fund is now the month ahead fund. $130. Car payment. So because I put down a down payment on the car, there is no bill for the month of June. My next payment isn't going to be due until July 13th. So I'm going to put $70 aside towards that right now. Gifts gets 20. Self-care will get 25. Home gets nothing because I believe we took that envelope out. Clothing gets nothing this time around. Wants gets 20, and P.O. Box gets 10. Yes. 7. $145. Okay, and now on to our bills. Affirm gets $158. That covers the minimum. I think this is all of June's minimums. Apple gets $200. Chase is getting $29.87. That covered, I think, the interest, because I paid it off in full but then got hit with the interest fee. So that is the last of that, and that is now paid off. Barclays, I just put on $140, and that is the last of that. That is now completely paid off. Capital One, I'm not paying anything on because it is completely paid off. Transamerica loans 1 and 2 get taken directly out of my paycheck, so that gets nothing. That gets nothing. Capital One Journey gets 81. M&T gets 100, and those are the minimum payments, because this $200 towards Apple is an extra payment. Upstart doesn't get paid with this check. Earnest got $534. Those are my private student loans. Mohela got 90. Those are my federal student loans. And Discover gets 36, which also needs to be paid off by September because it has a 0% interest rate, if I don't want to get hit with that interest. So we're going to work on that with the next check. And my Capital One is now more than half paid off, and then it'll be then we're gonna do it by interest rate. So highest interest rate is the Capital One, and then it's gonna go to Discover, because if I get hit with that interest rate, the interest rate on this Discover card is higher than my interest rate on my M&T credit. And you know what, we're just gonna round this to 30. One, 3, 6, 9, and let's see if all of these add up. Those did not add up. So let me see here. 2366. So 2508 minus 2366 equals. So this is saying that I have an extra $142. If that is in fact the case, I will have to dig into that a little bit more. I'm going to leave that whole 142 in buffer in my bank account just to make sure I didn't miscalculate something. After all the bills that I pay clear, if that extra $142 is still in there, it's going to go towards the Apple card. Yes. So that brings us to 2508. Spending 2508, which zeroes out our budget. And that is this week's paycheck. All right, thank you so much for joining, and if you made it to the end of the video, let's put a cow emoji down in the comments down below, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.